Arctic skies. Embroidered with red crystal stones, this dress is a flag, and the contestant is an eagle that spreads her wings and flies high with Albanian pride. Looking regal as a flag-covered eagle, Albania.
Argentina! This contestant's costume represents the sports that unites her country, football. It was inspired by the Argentinian football team that won its second World Cup in 1986 and pays tribute to Diego Maradona. Standing tall while kicking the ball, it's Argentina!
All right, up next we have Armenia. Maradona is still making his way down. Waving to the fans. And now we have Armenia. This costume was made with jewelry created by Armenian masters in the 19th century. They convey power and prosperity, strength and confidence, just like the women of Armenia. This queen rules in her Armenian jewels, Armenia.
Aruba. As the goddess of the sea, this outfits create the illusion of waves from the crystal blue water that surrounds Aruba. The island's white sand beaches and clear water transmits peace, energy, and positivity. Just like this national costume, you're sure to spot her when she's covered in water. It's Aruba.
Okay, give it up for Australia! Featuring a pair of rotating wings, this costume was inspired by the black swan, a native Australian bird. Weighing nearly 20 pounds, it features 105 feathers and took more than 100 hours to create. You're sure to grin watching wings that spin like Australia's.
Up next we have the Bahamas, called Flights to Paradise. This costume is a brief tribute to the country's flag life. Whether you want to swim with the kids, enjoy the deep water fishing trip at Flamingo Lodge, remember we're swimming, Bahamas Air, we don't just fly here, we live here. She's soaring high, way up in the sky, it's Bahamas.
Impressed with how she's passing down the runway. Okay. Up next, we have Barbados. Each morning, the gods of old rise looking on the world. But for Barbados, this special goddess rises to kiss the island shores by bringing her people the world's most beautiful crystal clear waters and golden sand beaches. The crown's within reach when you're dressed like the beach, Barbados.
Coming up, Belgium. Antwerp, Belgium is known as the city of diamonds. So this costume was inspired by the precious gem. This orange diamond, known for its rare color, is one of the most cherished stones and represents a life full of energy. The costume stems from these precious gems, Belgium.
Up next we have Belize. This costume depicts the Baron Bliss Lighthouse. The lighthouse is iconic in Belize, and Bliss was a British-born traveler who fell in love with the country without even stepping foot there. It's alright to be dressed like a light when you're Belize.
Bolivia. Bolivia! The crowds feature more than 10,000 beads of sequins made with golden thread and 10-meter long handmade skirt is worth the fabrics of the sun. Providing it's fun to revere the sun, it's Bolivia!
Those are my exact names, folks.
I want them.
Coming up next, we have Brazil. This national costume was designed by the Brazilian stylist Michelle X. The inspiration came from cotton production and the Brazilian textile industry as a whole. Brazil is the 5th leading producer of cotton in the world, so this cotton ensemble is made of the light and noble fabric. You'll never feel rotten when you're dressed like cotton. Brazil!
British Virgin Islands. Today we take off in search of the British Virgin Islands largest bird, the flamingo. In the 1830s, this unique and beautiful creature was hunted to extinction. But in 1992, the population came back. Life doesn't stick when you're a bird that's big. It's British Virgin Islands.
Up next we have Bulgaria. This national costume is an ancient 18th century dress from a region in western Bulgaria. It has great sentimental value as it was especially made to celebrate this contestant's great-grandmother's engagement. It's uncanny how she dresses like Granny, Bulgaria.
Up next, Cambodia. This unique ensemble is called God of Unity and represents solidarity, harmony, and peace. The style is conceptualized from the sculptures of the ancient temples. It will never cease to be at peace with your Cambodia.
Now's a great time to fill you in on some Miss Universe trivia. Did you know that only 3 countries have completed all 69 editions of Miss Universe? Anybody know who they are? Canada, France, and USA. Making her way to the runway now, we have Cameroon. This beautiful creation was inspired by Cameroon's national animal, the lion. The costume symbolizes the majestic love her country has for this mighty creature, and to reinforce her regal position as a force for good. She's up here trying to look like a lion, Cameroon.
Coming up next is Canada. This Canadian superhero fights for racial equality, with a raised fist representing the fight, and a shield representing strength and resistance. The maple leaf and the red and white are dominant colors, just like the country's flag. It's important to fight what you know is right, like Canada.
Give it up for Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands are renowned for their beautiful beaches, where visitors and locals alike can submerge into crystal clear waters. The orange on this costume represents the sunset, and the blue wavy fabric represents the sea. We'd love to be lost at sea with Cayman Islands.
That would look fabulous on you, Nick.
What's that?
That would look fabulous on you.
Thank you, I agree.
abundance of fish on the beaches of the island of Chile, in southern Chile. This costume's beautiful design features handmade feathers, seashells, headdress, and glitter. Who doesn't wish plenty of fish like Chile?
Up next, give it up for China. This golden gown is an example of an ancient Chinese court dress with modern art elements. The irregular gold particles on the long skirt spread out from the middle, representing the worldview of the Chinese nation. Although we may be different, it's important to remain united. It never gets old to be covered in gold like China.
Beautiful China. Coming up is Colombia. The goddess of Nicaragua represents the protective force and power of the indigenous Colombian women. Whoever wears the suit carries them with the legacy of an ancient culture. The women are always protected. Unless you're a fool, women rule. Colombia!
Here's a fun fact about Colombia. There are only 2 countries tied for the most national concert awards ever, with 6. The other being Thailand.
You know why?
All right, give it up for Costa Rica. The dress seen here is covered by 350 die-cut flowers in the form of an orchid, because the purple orchid is Costa Rica's national flower. The body of this particular costume is covered with hand-painted 3D flowers and crystals. It probably took hours to cut all these flowers for Costa Rica.
Up next, we have Croatia. This costume is inspired by the mirrors on the traditional gingerbread heart. It was once customary for the heart to be given to someone as a token of love. If their face appeared in the mirror, the couple was a match. You'll find affection if you see your reflection in Croatia.
Up next we have Curacao. May 2nd, 2020 marked the 50th anniversary of Flight Attendant Margaret Abraham's tragic passing. The Dutch Antilles government recently honored her by giving a plaza at the Curacao International Airport in her name. It's a touching goodbye to the Queen of the Sky, Curacao.
Czech Republic. This costume represents a modern take on traditional Czech folklore, featuring pleated sleeves and a crown with handmade flowers and glass bows. The crown's designer is a world-renowned, and her customers include Beyonce and Khloe Kardashian. Everyone's down for a celebrity crown like Czech Republic.
Let's hear it for Denmark. This costume was inspired by the famous fairy tale, The Little Mermaid, by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. The story followed the journey of a mermaid willing to give up her life in the sea to gain a human soul. Not being a fish was her greatest wish, Denmark.
Let's keep it going for Dominican Republic. This national costume by Axel Thomas is inspired by the famous sunflower better Dominican Republic, and is one of the garden's greatest tourist attractions. They give us all towers all over flowers. For Dominican Republic.
Up next is Ecuador. This traditional attire was inspired by the Festival of the Sun, paying respect to the sun god and land goddess. Made using stamping, laser cutting, and 3D printing, all materials used in this costume came from her country. If you're looking for fun, go celebrate the sun like Ecuador.
Up next, El Salvador. This costume was inspired by El Salvador's national flower, Flora Tourism, and is a reminder to take care of nature. The flower has medicinal value and showcases the richness of El Salvador's people. The special flowers have medicinal powers. El Salvador.
Finland. This costume represents the development that Finland has gone through within the last century. From a rural society to a global leader, the dress took 8 months to create, including all components and the code for the animated LED. Behold this queen with an LED screen, Finland!
Shores Electric. Up next, we have...
Don't cut the shorts, Ozzy. I like what I'm seeing here.
Okay, let's let it go. Thank you, Finland. Up next, we have France. This look is entirely handmade, made by a young fashion designer from the Normandy region. It was inspired by the French icon, Guy Martin, who represents a strong woman. Just like the woman currently walking on stage. She's iconic and strong, like we knew all along. It's France!
Here comes Ghana! The top part of this costume represents the golden stool and is an ode to Ghana's illustrious mineral resources. It features over 1,000 golden embellishments and stones. It's pretty cool to walk around with a stool like Ghana.
Beautiful, Ghana. Coming up next, Great Britain. Jeanette is taking the stage as the Pearl Queen of London. Her costume signifies a commitment to charity and is made from 24 meters of fabric and 7,000 recycled buttons. This curly queen demands to be seen. It's Great Britain.
Ozzy, I know you love my fun facts, so I'm going to give you another one right now. The winner of the first ever Best National Costume Award presented in 1962 was Great Britain.
Wow, beautiful.
And up next we have Haiti. This costume here is inspired by 2 key elements. The national coat of arms, the symbol of dignity and sovereignty presented in the national flag, and the second is the Citadel, a mountaintop fortress located on the northern coast of Haiti. This queen really charms, dressed as a coat of arms, Haiti.